Residents and close family members of the late CEO of Royal Cosy Hills, Eric Johnson, have petitioned the Chief Justice to reverse her decision to transfer the murder case from Wa High Court to an unnamed court and a judge in Kumasi. The petitioners say the attempt by Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Tokonu to transfer proceedings of the case has come with grave concern, distress and suspicions of miscarriage of justice within the Jirapa community. The Wa High Court has suspended the trial of the murder case of Royal Cosy Hills Hotel CEO following claims by the lead counsel for the accused, lawyer Clement Ledi, when he surprised the entire court by submitting a letter purported to be from the Chief Justice, Gertrude Tokonu, directing that the case be moved to a yet-to-be-known court in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. Now, because of this announcement by the Defense Counsel, the state prosecutor led by Principal State Attorney Saeed Abdul-Shakur and his team were all shocked about the content of the letter, as both teams were prepared to start hearing the case with 11 witnesses. Ibrahim Wangara is a man on the beat. He's joining us for a bit more details on this story. Ibrahim, good afternoon to you. Tell us the mood and really the concerns raised over the transfer of the case.
Good afternoon. The mood in Jirapa and to a large extent the Upper West region, the residents are bitter and not happy about the transfer decision. The court announced that it could not proceed with the case due to a claim by the defense lawyer that the Chief Justice had put in a letter directing that the case should be transferred to an unknown court in Kumasi. And some of the key concerns being raised by residents and family members is that, one, they are complaining about the cost implication if they are to be moving from Jirapa to Kumasi alongside all the 11 witnesses. They are saying it will be a huge cost to them, considering how long the legal processes normally take. And then another concern has to do with the witnesses along the line may lose interest in traveling, and at the same time, their safety and availability is another major concern that residents and close family are concerned with.
Very well, Ibrahim. But we also know that a relative of the deceased addressed the media. Let's take a listen to her and then we'll come back to you.
I knew it just when I was very young, but then I wasn't married at the woman's house. He took me as a mother. We want justice to be revealed, but the Almighty God and the people of Jirapa, nothing Dharma, all the elders of Jirapa should get up, whatever they can do to bring justice. We are behind them.
Ibrahim, tell us a bit more about that moment when she addressed the media.
Everybody, those around us at the time we were engaging them, were all crying because they think that they were sharing tears, claiming that the move or the decision by the CJ is an attempt to prolong the case, which will lead to them being denied justice along the line, as well as it will lead the public to lose interest in the case as it is gaining grounds now. So because of some of this, they said no, they will do everything possible to ensure that the CJ reverts her decision. So let's listen to some of them, what they were sharing with us.
As you reckon, the jury has already been impaneled, and the Wa High Court is ready to hear the case. The transfer could further delay and undermine the integrity of the judicial process. This is unjust and prejudicial, and we register our resentment via this petition as members of the deceased family, the youth of Jirapa municipality, and the wider Ghanaian community.
We, the youth, want to follow the case to its very last limits. This man was a hero not for only Upper West, for the entire Ghana. We want the case not transferred. If the case is to be transferred, then we also step in our anger. Because all along, we've come down as the law demands, looking into the law to do as their best. As it is, we still plead that it should be done and be done right.
In fact, this man that we have killed, he was our hero, he was our everything. He supported so many people in this environment, business people, students in school, he sponsored so many people. And he has changed Jirapa to where Jirapa is at the moment. And we are appealing to the lordship, the government, and I trust President Akufo-Addo that they should try their best to reverse this decision on sending this matter to Kumasi. For me, as a youth chairman, I'm always very frank. If this matter is not referred to WA and it's still going to Kumasi, with my colleagues and the whole youth and the Jirapa municipality, the endowment and everybody will take a different step. And that different step that will take, it will not spare, it will not help the government and whoever in Ghana.
Some residents in the Jirapa community. But we'll stay on this subject and talk about some developments that have come as a result of that. If you just joined us earlier, I was in a conversation with Ibrahim Wangara, our correspondent in the Upper West region. But we also know that on the same development of transfer of the case, private legal practitioner Thaddeus Sori has in a write-up explained some concerns he has with the decision purportedly coming from the Chief Justice. Now, it says that in this 7-page write-up, lawyer Sori notes that committal proceedings in the district court concluded sometime on 29th April 2024. He also notes that on the date when the letter containing the directions was written, 6th of May 2024, the district court was functioning or functus officio, and the instructions contained therein were clearly redundant. This, he adds, is because the docket had already been transferred to the High Court. Well, he also goes on to say that contact with the prosecution would have significantly assisted the Chief Justice in coming to a decision that all justice system stakeholders would have better accepted. And then he also talks about questioning whether or not the CJ knew that the two of the accused persons hail from the Upper West region and that their relatives will also want to follow the proceedings. Was it these two who petitioned the CJ? And then the last bit, the matter, he says, has generated huge interest from persons hailing from the Upper West region. And you saw that in the voice clip that we brought you from the region through our correspondent. Finally, he says, the transfer of the case, therefore, to Kumasi will negatively impact the expeditious disposal of the case because the proceedings, let's take a look at the final bit of the summary. In any event, and has already noted at all times material to the CJ's directive, the directive had been overtaken by events. That's the latest from Thaddeus Sori on the transfer of the Jirapa murder case to the Ashanti region. Now, that's a story we'll continue to follow here on News Central. Do stay with us. When we come back, we'll bring you more news.